Welcome back, everybody. How's your night going? Hopefully you guys haven't lost any fingers lighting off early fireworks yet. Force not till tomorrow. Try and be safe with the phalanges. Gotta keep the phalanges intact. So I swung by my local game store today. Gave them a little bit of love. Bought a box or two of cards here. I figured I'd open another Core 21, seeing how it actually is the official release day now. So let's break in here and see if we get anything spicy like the other boxes. The other boxes were pretty decent. Not bad at all. The pre-release kits were pretty amazing too. At least most of them. So, check those videos out if you want to see some really good pulls. I have gotten some pretty good stuff on pretty much everything I've opened from 421 so far. Of course, you know, it's at that time right now where it's, you know, all the cards are really hyped up and really, you know, expensive on the secondary market and stuff because people, you know, it's still new. Oh, look, we got Japanese packs. All right, so I'll break into this and see what we get. You know, this is that first couple weeks around the set release that everything just goes, you know, nuts with pricing and valuation and all that, and it'll all drop down, I'm sure. Speaker of the Heavens. Played somebody that was using this against me tonight. It was pretty effective, gotta say. Popping all those angels was fairly effective. Are you guys sick of the shrine decks yet on Arena? Because I already am. They're, I don't know. They're alright. I guess. Call of Fate. Yeah, you know, uncommon in here, rare in the collector's boxes, because that makes sense. Anything? Nope, no alternates. Alright, so first pack was kind of not bad. The old Speaker of the Heavens, he might sneak up on us one of these days. He's pretty good, gotta say. Force for our first kind of alternate card there. And our first foil. And our first temple. Boo. Still can't believe they put such a terrible land cycle in this. That's going to be the thing that really sinks this set as far as future value goes, I think, is the terrible land cycle. I mean, the Grim Tutor is awesome, don't get me wrong. I love the Grim Tutor. But, you know, it's not an amazingly good card. Fiery Emancipation, our first mythic. Now, this one, it's weird. It's an amazing card, but it's very expensive for the kind of deck that you'd most likely be putting it in, which would be a kind of mono red aggro deck, you know. Torbran's still going to be king there. Even Obosh couldn't dethrone Torbran yet. So we'll see what happens with that, but I do like the card. I've gotten it out. I drafted it in one of the drafts, and I actually got it out on the board a couple times, and man, it is effective. every little piece of damage you do to them is tripled. That's pretty amazing. So, it's a good card. Like second one, I've got the Liliana Swamp, and then the Thieves Guild Enforcer. This is a pretty decent card, I think. I think it might actually see a little bit of play. We'll have to see. The fact that it's got Flash doesn't hurt. Light of Promise, turn anything into an Johnny's Pride Paint. And there's our first alternate border actual card, the Garruk's Uprising. Anything in the back? Nothing. Alright. So what have you guys been opening lately? Anything cool? Any good pulls? Are you liking this set? Are you... Oh, we got our first foil rare, and it's the Solemn Simulacrum. I have gotten a lot of these Simulacrums, I gotta say. And yes, it's pronounced Simulacrum, other YouTubers. Simulacrum, not Simulacrum or whatever. And the Sanctum of All, more shrine deck goofiness here. I don't know, I'll probably build a shrine deck. But I don't think I'll go, that's not a mythic. Get back in here, get where you belong. I don't think I'd go Sanctum, all 5 colors. I think I'd just use the actual effective shrines, because not all the shrines are that good. At least not in my opinion. I think the white one's a little too, not effective enough. It's just really, unless you're going to be using that Sanctum type build, then, oh, there's the Tiny Nets Heroic Intervention. Good card. Definitely like that one. There's some good infinite combos with that one already. In standard, I think standard, maybe modern. I think it's standard. Immolator. This Mentor guy, he can be pretty powerful. I gotta say, I've faced a lot of the green-white enchantment decks that use this guy. Whew, they get creatures pumped up pretty big, pretty quick. I'm kind of tempted to try one myself. The Gorehorn. This guy right here. So everybody leave a comment. I'm thinking there's so many of these in the boxes and they're so useless. I mean, it's literally a useless card. It's 5-drop 7/3 with nothing, no abilities, nothing at all. So I don't like actually destroying cards like some people like to chop them up and stuff like that. But there's so many of these and they're so useless. I think we should rate something on them. So I think when I pull one of these, we should make an event out of it where I rate something on the card, because there's nothing on the card. It needs something. So let me know in the comments what you think we should deface the Garruk score horns with, and or something creative we can do with them because they're a terrible card. Nobody wants them. 9 lives. This thing's annoying. I've been facing a lot of the shrine decks are using the 9 lives in there, and I did have somebody pull a really cool combo on me with this. They swapped it, or they turned one of my creatures into an enchantment and then swapped them and then disenchanted it. I was like, Shadow Speared, so they could remove the hexproof, but then disenchanted it. I was like, oh, come on. It was pretty cool. Speaking of shrines, another shrine right behind it. This Wildwood Scourge, he's probably going to be pretty decent in standard here, especially when Hydra, or the Crisis, and then also the green Hydra that you can have fight another creature when it comes in. Those are going to cycle out, and we're going to need something like that for those type of decks that we've been building, like the one I got. And another foil, a Turn Ogre, and then Chandra. There we go. Finally a decent hit. It's been a little bit. All right, there we go. I'm a poet, didn't even know it. Unleash Fury, Experimental Overlord, that guy's fun. And the Devotee. Anything? Nope. All right, we're getting through this first stack. So far we got a little bit. We got the foil rare Simulacrum. Now you guys got me saying it wrong. Simulacrum. And we got the Chandra and the Emancipation and another temple, because God knows we don't have nearly enough temples already. Yeah, the land base on this set is just, it's terrible. It's awful. Can't believe they reprinted temples already. They should have put something better in here, because you know, the shotguns are gonna cycle out. It's Brian. Another Sanctum, or Shrine. Eliminate. That card's pretty good, gotta admit. Eliminate. Good, quick, easy removal. I hate playing against Mono Black because of that card now. Mono Black got a nice little jump start with that one there. Jump start, no pun intended. Oh, jump start. What a mess that is. Maze Mind Tome is our next rare. And another shrine. Yeah, so jump start is just a total dumpster fire right now. People are trying to charge 120 and up a box, 120, 130 a box for it, and it's another Planeswalker Borderland, and Jolriel, one Volley Recluse. I'm not sure about this one yet. I've heard some good things about it. I haven't tested it yet to see how it actually functions. We'll have to see. We'll see here in the near future what happens with that one. Oh, there's an Acolyte for another Planeswalker border. All right, down to 2 stacks. We're a third of the way through the box. Yeah, anyways, Jumpstart. Jumpstart's a mess. Volcanic Salvo. Nothing too exciting. And Replicator. Nothing in the back. Oh, there we go. We got the hot dog. So I just saw tonight somebody had the hot dog as their little pet. So apparently there's a hot dog pet. It's kind of funny. He's skinny though. He needs to eat a little. I know he's on fire, but he should probably stop to eat a little bit. At least grab a bowl of kibble or something. Oh, there we go. Nice. If you're gonna get a third mythic, that's a good third mythic to get, I suppose. Good old Oogie. That card is so broken right now. This freebooter is pretty effective too. Wow. That one kind of upset me tonight in the game. Somebody played it out on me and stole my, what'd they steal? They stole my Gideon. They stole my Gideon out of my hand. And I could, of course, the one time I was playing black and white, plenty of removal, but the one time I could not get any removal at all. I swear Arena works against you now. Hooded Blade Fang for the next one. A little Death Touch guy. Another Light of Promise. And the Gaggle Master, the funniest name in the entire set. Another Scourge. So, yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, Ugin. Ugin, pretty much when he hits the board, you win. I've played many games against Ugin decks, and the second Ugin got out, all my stuff just got destroyed, and then I died. Indulging Patrician. I love this card. I built a deck around this tonight on Arena and played a little bit. It's pretty effective, but it is a big target. Oh, look at a non-foil Simulacrum. Yeah. It is pretty effective if it stays out there long enough. So, we'll see what happens with that one. I just wish the toughness or power was one higher. You know, if it was a 2/4, it'd be like completely awesome card. But I mean, it's still good. The Taunter, I love the Taunter. I've got a deck built around the Caprador and this guy, and just spells that deal damage to every creature on the board. So I pretty much wipe my opponent's creatures out at most every turn, and pump up my own Caprador, and then all that damage that gets done to this guy gets done directly to their face. So it's hilarious. And then of course I can make them fight one of their creatures, and yeah, it's fun. So it's not very. It's one of those decks that either like wins gloriously or loses miserably, though, because there's really only the 8 creatures in the whole deck, you know. And if you don't get one of them, or if your opponent removes them, if they're running a lot of removal, it's trouble. Probably need to figure out a better way to protect them in the deck. Secure the Scene foil. And the Ghostly Pilferer. Dude's coming through the wall. Steal your goodies. Alright. And Furious Rise, Haze, Hold. I like Dreadmaw. And nothing fancy in the back. Alright, about halfway through the box now. Yeah, so Jumpstart. Total dumpster fire. Wait. Be patient. I'm going to. My LGS offered to sell them to me for less than what they're going for online, but I still, like, you know, I can't do it, man. I can't spend over $100 for a box of that. It's pre-cons. I mean, there's a little bit of variation to them, but not enough to justify that. Ooh, I knew it as soon as I saw it was a land. I was like, there we go. This is the only good land in the whole thing, and it is a shame that they reprinted it while it's still got plenty of time left in standard. I think they should have waited for 2022 to print this one in there. But it's an amazing card. It's a fetch land in standard. Remember what Watsy said? They don't want to put fetch lands in standard because it slows down the game, shuffling your library and all that. But what's this? What's this? All right. Rant over. Good pull. Sniper Cauldron and Watcher of the Spheres. This guy can get pretty annoying. Those Azorius Flyers decks were already pretty strong, and now they just got a huge upgrade with this set. So it's almost like Watsy loves that deck and just wanted it to be even more powerful than it already was. Or more annoying. Depends on which end of the board you're on. Oh, a second foil rare is a Primal Might. This card pretty effective, gotta say. If it was an instant, it'd be amazing. Oh, and a Containment Priest in the same pack. There we go. That's a good pack. This one, I think the price has dropped a lot on this one, especially the standard art one. The extended art foil. We'll call it a box topper. That one is worth a lot more, but this is a very effective card. I really think this is going to end up in most every white sideboard. If not, you might want to consider it. It's Battle Rattle Shaman. Say that 10 times fast. It'll be hilarious. At least for the first few. So, yeah, be patient on the Jumpstart thing. I just don't... I mean, there's some great cards in it. There's some great, commanders in there, but there's also a lot of just chaff. Just a lot of stuff you don't need, like Temples. No, Temples aren't in there, but, useless cards. Cards we didn't need reprinted. There's just not... I mean, the prices look great now on those cards, but remember, it's before release. So next week when the set drops, and then in a week or two when Watsy finally gets the rest of the supply out there, the prices are going to plummet hardcore on that one because of the way it's designed. I mean, it's designed more as like a starter set. It just happens to have some really good rares and mythics in it. But I mean, still, you're only getting just a standard box for the most part. The Harbinger, the rares and mythics in there, you're getting a little bit more than a regular booster box, but a lot of them aren't standard legal. So you got to realize that's going to cut down on the value of them because you can't play them in standard. Then, you know, they're not going to be as popular and as expensive. Another Gorharnsey. We got to figure out something to do with that guy. Oh, I forgot to put the other one aside, didn't I? Oops, it's in there somewhere. I'll find it. Eventually, when I'm sorting out all these cards, which I procrastinate on more than anything else. Another foil, Silent Dart, and a pack leader. Good old pack leader. There we go. And another Eliminate. Good uncommon. So I think that one might get close to $1 before it's all said and done, because that card's pretty handy. All right, we're 2 stacks through, 2/3 of the way through the box already, and a foil of the Amonkhet planes here, the Basri planes. Oh, and a Masker Worm. Nice. That's a nice little pull right there. So we got our 4th mythic, and it's a good one. So we got, you know, 4 good mythics already. That's pretty good. Definitely been doing good on the mythics in these boxes. But then, you know, most of the mythics in this set are pretty strong. There's a couple that are, you know, you're like, oh, can't believe I got that. But a lot of them are pretty good. So they did a pretty good job designing this set. It's a little chaotic, though. It's not as, I don't know, not as much symmetry and whatnot as I would expect in a core set, really. It definitely seems a little bit more like an expansion set than a core set. Let me know what you guys think, but to me, it just really seems more like an expansion. And the fact that there's a ton of new cards, that's really not what a core set was meant to be. And a foil uncommon, an Epitaph Golem, and a Basri's Lieutenant for a rare. Invigorating Surge. That's a cool card. I put some of those in my counters deck, and I have gotten it to work a couple times, and it was pretty insane when I already had 10 counters on the creature. Boom! I think I killed somebody with a 47/47 Stonecoil Serpent with that card. That was pretty fun. All right, so keep moving along in here. Yeah, the name of the game right now with Magic is be patient. Be patient, bide your time. Another foil, and a Sounder's Incinerator with the alternate art there. The Planeswalker border, and another Planeswalker border right after it. Same pack. Any comments? Yeah, we got a comment too. So there's 3 in the same pack. Look at that. 3 of the Planeswalker borders all in one pack. That's the first time I've seen that. I've seen 2 in a pack before. That's the first one I've seen 3 of. I don't know if that's common or not. This is only the 3rd box of this I've opened, and then I opened 4 pre-release kits, so not sure. Terror of the Peaks. Nice. We're getting all the really good mythics. Well, not all the really good mythics. There's a lot of really good mythics on this set. Of course, now we're cutting down our odds of a Teferi and a Grim Tutor, because we've already got 5 mythics. So, yeah, it's looking kind of rough at this point for getting the ones we really, really want. So, anyways, the other thing is there's a big thing going on with the card quality, and I have noticed it myself. The card quality of these cards and the Jumpstart cards is absolutely terrible. A lot of these cards are damaged in the packs now. Idol of Endurance. This one may turn out to be something pretty cool. We'll have to see what happens over the next month or so. Yeah, the card quality is just awful. This is probably one of the nicer boxes I've opened as far as card quality goes. And still, if you look up, I guess you can't really see on my camera because it's not that great, but the edges of the cards are all just really, really poor quality on these. I've seen a lot of damaged ones, a lot of them with little divots in the top of the card and stuff, and scratches down the center of the cards. I think the collector's boxes are back to that again. It seemed like they had finally done away with most of it in the Ikoria collector's boxes, but it's back. Got a Rod of Heart of Keld. I believe our destination, right? All right, first Tormod's Crypt. That's a That's a handy card. And then our first non-foil Indulging Patrician. So we'll call her Patricia. Let's call her Patricia. I like that. Indulging Patricia. So, I actually dated a girl named Patricia when I was in junior high, so that's funny. All right, Sky Scanner, foil, Sporeweb Weaver. There you go. This is the other, I think this was, yeah, this was the other part of the Infinite Combo with the, what was it? Oh, the other raid card that I saw there a minute ago that I said there was an Infinite Combo with. Anyways, yeah, that was like 5 minutes ago. I can't remember that far back. My memory doesn't work that far back. All right, we're getting down there. We're 5 packs to go, almost to the end here. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of everything going on. Are you overpaying for Jumpstart? Go ahead and comment that so everybody can go, dude, what are you thinking? Demonic Embrace. I actually lost the game to this card tonight. Of course, he did somehow get 4 of them, like in the first few turns, and I was mana locked for a color, so that didn't help. Otherwise, I would have easily probably won that game. I was pretty mad about that. It seemed like every game I played tonight, I built a new black-white Draining Gain deck, and it seemed like every game I played on Arena, I got color locked for one of the 2 colors. And I didn't change the mana base. The mana base was perfectly even right down the middle. But I'd go entire games without getting a single plains, or entire games without getting a single swamp. Oh, like a foil shrine. There we go. And a Vito. I love Vito. This guy's awesome. And there's a foil one on the top of the little arena starter pack this time. So that's pretty awesome, because the foil one of this is worth more than the starter pack costs. So I got some of those on the way. I'll open them on the channel and show you, see what all's in them. They're actually a really good deal this time around. Of course, you know, the price are going to drop over the next week or two, and then it may not be a good deal anymore. But for right now, they're a pretty good deal. 3 packs left. Oh, the countdown has begun. We're almost to the end. All right, so Double Masters is actually looking like the most attractive thing to put money into right this minute. Double Masters is actually down a little under $300 right now for pre-orders. I've seen boxes as low as what was it, 283, I think, pre-order right now. And the VIP kits, the packs are about 101 right now, but the 4 packs of them are down to like 370, I think. So you actually save $30 by getting 4 of them at once, which is probably what I'm going to try to do, so I can open 4 of the VIP kits on the channel. I don't think I'm going to get any more than that, because they're expensive. And I hope they're worth it, because I'll be mad if they aren't, because that's a lot of money. I could have, about 4 boxes, 4 standard boxes for that. Got about 4 boxes of Icorian sat on them for that, which, Ikoria, I have a feeling, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that a few years from now, those Ikoria boxes might be worth a little something. We got the island, the Teferi Island. I like that island. It's gorgeous. Oh, I see something spicy in here. Did you see it? Did you see it? I think it's Containment Priest. It is! Nice. 2 rares and 1 pack. I do love that. I love that they're doing that in these newer sets here. So we got the Nyambi, which is, I think, Teferi's daughter. And the nice extended art Containment Priest here. Gorgeous card. So that was a good little addition here at the end. Good little tap right at the end of the opening. And all right, no alternates. All right, last pack. Is it gonna have a foil Grim Tutor in it? That's what I'm hoping for. A full art Grim Tutor. That'd be even better. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. What's it gonna be? It's blue. It's a Shacklegeist. Oh, boo. Not the way we wanted to end. All right, and then we got a Burlfist Oak, Stitcher, and Dowser. Alrighty, so there you have it. Not a bad box, not bad at all. We got some really good mythics. We got the Terror of the Peaks, Mascar Worm, the Ugin, of course that's a big one, and then Chandra, and the Fiery Emancipation. So 5 mythics, all really good. We got the full art Containment Priest there. Our foils we did pretty good on. I think we got 2 rares in there, right? Yeah, we got the Primal Might and we got the Solemn Simulacrum for our foils. And then our alternate borders, our Planeswalker border cards here. Did we get one of each land? I'm always curious about that. Let's see, we got the Shotter's Incinerator, which is probably one of the better ones you can get non-foil. And nope, we didn't get the Mountain. Boo. The Mountain's the coolest looking one, I think. Is the Forest the most expensive one right now for some reason, which I don't understand. You would think the Island or the Mountain would be, because the Island and the Mountain are usually the most expensive basic land types. But who knows? It'll probably change tomorrow, because that's what it does around this time. When the set's being released, all the prices go all wonky for a couple weeks, and then they settle out usually, you know, 75%, 80% lower than they are right today. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll keep an eye on that. And hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video. I really appreciate you guys watching. I have a lot of fun opening these and talking about the cards and just, you know, checking out what we get. Doing the gambler's premium here, spending a bunch of money on probably not as much money in value out of the box. So, but that's what we love about the game, cracking packs and seeing what we get, and then building cool decks to annoy our friends with. All right, so you guys have a great night, and check out some other videos while you're here. Check out some of my older videos on the channel. I got some really cool stuff, lottery cards and all kinds of good pulls, collector's boxes, all kinds of stuff like that. So go back, check that out, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.